Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel and another ultra cycling related video, and this time a slightly shorter video, but I'm here in the beautiful city of Banja Luka for the start of Be Hard Ultra race. I've been here for a couple of days now and I'm ready for the race. We've got a briefing in about half an hour's time, so I'm going to go through everything on my bike, everything I'm taking for the race, and I'll show you what I'm carrying. I'm also going to go through a bit about what my strategy might be for this race, what I think it's going to look like. So thanks for coming back if you have watched videos in the past, and if this is your first one, my name's Andy. I make videos about ultra training, kit and adventures, and this time it's definitely an adventure. So yes, I'm here for the start of Be Hard Ultra race. This is going to be around just over 1,200 kilometers and about 17,000 meters of climbing. The elevation profile for this looks like a saw blade. It's mountain pass after mountain pass after mountain pass. So my kit is going to kind of reflect that. It's quite a stiff cutoff as well. To make it to the end within the cutoff, I've got to be back within 90 hours. I think I'll be okay on that front, but honestly, who knows? So the bike I'm taking is my Mason Definition in 54, and you'll notice different front wheel this time. I do have the same front wheel as the rear, but I didn't have time to get the wheel built with a dynamo hub. So this wheel already has a Son 28 dynamo installed, and for me, for lighting for a course like this, I really want permanent lights. I don't have to worry about charging my lights or them maybe going dim in the middle of the night, who knows where. So I've got a Son 28 dynamo, I've got an exposure red eye on the back which is extremely bright, and an exposure Revo on the front which is also extremely bright. But as a backup on my helmet, I've got an exposure joystick just for those times when maybe you're hallucinating a little bit and you really want to make sure that's not a bear in the bushes. The helmet is an A-Bus Storm Chaser in pure white. Not really a whole lot to say about that one. Taking it off because it's hot. Be Hard cap. Castelli Arenberg gloves, really well padded and great for a course like this when I'm going to be on the hoods climbing quite a lot. My bib shorts are Albion cargo bib shorts, and my pockets, which you can't really see, are full of all of my food for the course. Well, for the first 5 or 6 hours. I've got Velo Forte energy bars. I'm supported by Velo Forte, as you might know, and I've also got a spare pair of socks there as a treat halfway through. More Velo Forte bars. And in the back, Albion cargo bib shorts. I've got a third cargo pocket on the rear. So in the back, that's where I'm going to keep my insulated gilet, probably for the alpine descents. Right now, today we did a warm-up ride and that was around 40 degrees Celsius. It's going to be really hot on the course, but once we get up to elevation, it could be down to 3-4 degrees. It might rain. For that reason, I've got my insulated gilet, but I've also got quite a good raincoat under here, underneath my buff, which is good for cold weather, but also if I'm bivvying outside, which I plan to, then it's good for covering my eyes and making sure I get some good sleep when trucks fly past you in the night. The rain jacket's nothing special. I think it's from Decathlon. It's quite old, but it's heavier duty, and I do have a much smaller one at home, but if I'm going to be descending alpine passes in potentially heavy rain, this is going to keep me a bit warmer. For the extra weight, I'm willing to carry that. Then, layers-wise, in my top tube bag, so I have Apogura top tube bag and frame bag. In here, I've got some arm warmers rolled up, some leg warmers rolled up, some very thin, long finger gloves. These are just liner gloves from Decathlon. They were about £2. They're meant to go inside gloves, but I've used them underneath my fingerless gloves, and they're really good for a really compact, small pair of long finger gloves on a course like this where I might need them once in a blue moon. they're stuffed in my top tube bag. I have a socket adapter, lots of USB sockets for charging my gear. My plan is just to charge the power bank and charge everything from the power bank. Then onto the frame bag. And here I've got all of my toiletries, my UV lip balm, which is essential, I think, some sun cream, toothpaste, toothbrush, all of those kind of lovely things. Some chamois cream as well. I think I'm in everybody's way right now. I've got all of my repair gear. Got a pump, lever, a multi-tool, spare chain links, a section of a tyre in case I slash my tyre. All of my cables for charging all of my gear. My power bank, which is 20,000 milliamp hours, which is pretty good. It charges at 100 watts. So this will charge from 0 to full in an hour and a half. And 20 milliamp hours, 20,000 milliamp hours, that will charge quite a lot of stuff. Earphones, I don't think I really need these. I've had advice from several people, and also it's in the manual that you shouldn't use earphones cycling in Bosnia, so I'm keeping them just in case I need them at any point, but not while I'm riding. First aid kit. First time I brought a first aid kit, it fits, so why not? That's the frame bag, emptied. 2 bottles, 500 ml. There's water everywhere in Bosnia. That's in the manual. That's what we've been told. Water is in abundance, and I've seen it on today's ride, so I'm not nervous about water capacity. That should be plenty for what I need. Here, I've got my 2 spare tubes and my lubricant stashed away. This area is just a dead spot in the frame. I don't really see the point of having a dead space, putting tubes in here. So I wrap my tubes up in a bag, strap them to the frame, and it just makes use of this dead space. And they're just held on with a little Velcro strap. So now onto the seat pack. This is a smaller seat pack than I usually use. This is Apodura's Race Series seat pack. I think it's the medium size that they do. It doesn't fit a huge amount, but I'm planning on being brave this time. Every time I've come to races, I've brought a small sleeping bag, and to be honest, every time I've been quite hot in the night. It's a lot of extra weight. I actually weighed the difference, and it went from 2.2 kilos down to pretty much bang on 1 kilo for this setup. I am planning to bivvy every night if I can. This is designed just to be open once a day really. So when I pull this out, it's my bivvy, it's an air bed, and it's also the things I need to wash when I get into bed. So, 1 bivvy bag, 1 small air bed, a bag of wet wipes and Sudocrem. That's what I do before I get into the bivvy bag, and then by the time I wake up I feel pretty good. And at the bottom, a spare pair of socks for in the night. The only issue I tend to have is that my feet often get cold, so I've got spare socks just to keep my feet a little bit warmer if I need them. Lastly really, onto the cockpit, I've got my usual setup, 2 bags for space to carry food, to carry my cameras, for my Insta360 and my Garmin computer. So that's everything that I'm planning to take. I'm going to be finding food along the way, plenty of water on the road. That should keep me moving all the way through the race, hopefully to stop as little as possible. So now I've got to put all that back away before the briefing at 4 o'clock. So strategy-wise for this, I did say in the video that I was thinking about my strategy, what should I do? I like the idea of making a really good film, but I also like the idea of going for a really good time. And what I decided was, looking at the course, it's kind of decided for me. A lot of this course is going to be slow climbing and then slightly quick descending, but roads aren't going to be perfect. So actually, it doesn't give me much choice other than to go fairly hard anyway. So my plan is to pace it by power. I would use heart rate, but I'm finding my heart rate monitor, for whatever reason, has just stopped working. So this overreads, this power meter overreads by 70 watts. My heart rate seems to be overreading as well. I don't know what's going on. But the whole warm-up ride, it told me I was doing 180 beats per minute. Definitely was not. So power-wise, I've got a zone I'm going to stick to, and then that should hopefully get me through without any injury or issue. And beyond that, it's just a case of stopping as little as possible. I was planning to sleep every night from maybe 1 until 4, get 3 hours sleep each night, and then through the day, stop as little as possible. But I'm feeling pretty excited about this race, so I think that excitement's going to carry me through pretty well, and it might enable me to get through that first night without having to stop for sleep. But if I need to sleep, I'll whip this lot out, no problem. By the way, if any of this is helping you and not completely boring, then consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, hit the bell, all that lovely stuff. Really helps me compete with the bigger channels. So there it is, that's everything I'm taking for this race, everything I'm going to carry, a bit about my strategy. Let's see, as I said before, a wise man once said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the nose, and then all hell breaks loose. Who knows what will happen? Keep your eyes peeled for the full coverage of the race. That'll be out shortly when I manage to edit it. But so far, it's been a real adventure. Getting here was a real adventure, and Bosnia is beautiful, so I'm really looking forward to getting out and enjoying the course. But right now, I need to put all this away and get over to the briefing, or I'm going to be late and in big trouble.